Hello everybody and welcome to snowy Lapland, the origin place of the Leuku. And welcome to the Bushcraft channel. Okay, we're looking at this knife today. It's a Strømeng. So this is a Leuku made in Eräpuu in Norway. So I've been actually testing it. I've been taking it into work, and as a comparison, I've been using it side by side with my old Eräpuu. So they're quite a similar size. So the Eräpuu is slightly thicker, ever so slightly longer, and yeah, two very similar knives. So here I'm cutting steaks for marking the tracks out in the winter time for the husky safaris, and yeah, the Eräpuu with its higher grind seems to bite much better. The Strømeng, even though it's thinner, with it having more of an abrupt angle on the cutting edge, it is actually thicker behind the cutting edge, giving it less bite but giving it more of a robust edge. And when I say more of a robust edge, I mean, to be honest, the Strømeng has been holding its edge really well, but so has the Eräpuu. I've really had no problems with the edge retention with either of these knives. I'm not entirely too sure as to what steel the Strømeng has, apart from it's a carbon steel and it's 59 HRC on the Rockwell scale. The Eräpuu, on the other hand, is 80 CRV2 by Laurin Metalli. For splitting tasks, yeah, I feel a little bit too much flex and twist in the Strømeng for my liking, so I've not been pushing it too hard. But the Eräpuu feels a lot more solid. And one thing that the Strømeng definitely does better than the Eräpuu is throwing sparks off a ferrocerium rod. I lent both of these knives to one of our guides as well, just so as I could get a second opinion. Paulus Maximus, which one's best?
I would say this one. Both are decent, but I prefer this one. It cuts a little bit easier. It bites better into the wood. It feels nicer in your hand, and you can work just a bit more precisely.
Are you pretending I'm not here?
Yeah, I am. I'm pretending I'm all alone by myself. Just a lonely man in Lapland.
I have heard that in the old days Leukus used to be thinner and lighter, so this might be a little bit more traditional. I have also come across older ones that have got more of a full flat grind, and yeah, I mean, in the old days I think that things were less kind of standard than they are now in a lot of ways, especially when it comes to edge geometry. Yeah, it's certainly a pretty knife. Okay, so this sheath, it says Nordkapp on it. This was someone's unwanted souvenir. I got this second hand cheap in absolute mint condition. So during all of the testing, this has been really sharp. It came really sharp out of the box. The Eräpuu, on the other hand, is a little bit duller. The Eräpuu has got a higher grind, which is why it bites a little bit better, in my opinion. So this doesn't have a sheath liner, which is quite strange. So the stitching's at the back, so it's not really gonna cut through the stitching, and there's plenty of space in there, so I can't really see it poking through the leather. It's really tight fit at the top, but still I'd feel a bit more comfortable if there was a sheath liner in there. Paulus said that he found the Eräpuu more comfortable in the hand. I don't really find so much difference. I think this is quite comfortable, and yeah, there's a good ferrule on there. You can actually see the wood through there, because I always worry when I see an enclosed ferrule that there's going to be a big gap under there. With this, you know that there isn't. So we've got a little Saami flag here. These are very, very popular among the locals here. I've seen some of the local reindeer herders carrying this knife. Okay, so the Strømeng Leuku. What's the verdict? Well, it's a decent tool, but I think the Finnish equivalents made with generally Laurin-metalli blades a little bit more effective and quite a bit cheaper. So I think it's a nice tool. It's got a bit of a heritage. It's nice that it's actually made in Lapland rather than Kauhava or somewhere in the south of Finland. This is made in the very, very north of Norway, and yeah, that's about all I've got to say. I think I'll be sticking with my Eräpuu for now, but yeah, it's still got a place in my collection. And thank you very much for watching, everybody. Please give us a thumbs up, please subscribe if you haven't done already, and I'll see you all again soon for another Kookali Bushcraft video. Bye for now.